Hello and welcome to the special election in Congress. Now reporting me, Rotten 5. Rotten?
Hi.
Jeez, but it appears our third panelist is gone, so it's going to be the two of us. What's that?
His
Back, okay.
mic is terrible.
Yeah, my mic is.
George,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mute. You should mute, buddy.
I'm gonna talking game.
Okay.
Alright.
He'll probably reappear.
Yes. Yep, there he is. He's here. Hooray.
Newbie is gonna do a statement for us, but so what is going on really? Can you give us the gist of the situation?
Of course I can. I can give you so much, okay? First off, the Senate. Well, okay, this is going to be a long, complicated story to explain. Maybe because there is a lot of backstory that you guys have no idea about. Because in order to understand it, you have to actually be in the Senate there, seeing what's going on. So, this all goes back to when I was first elected as a senator, okay? And who the constitutionalists are in the Senate as people.
Yeah. Okay.
When I was elected, I basically did whatever the hell I wanted with my seat, okay? I tried removing their political allies, I tried passing bills they didn't like. Basically, I tried doing my job and serving the American people. And, well, they got mad at me for that. Okay? So, what they did first was they gave me a position on the Senate JEGA Committee and the Senate Homeland Security Committee, which I guess was an effort to ease me and settle me down and get me in with them, but like, you're just giving me more power. That's not smart. Next, what they tried doing was they started supporting other candidates than me for my re-election bid, which, as you know, that completely failed because I won seat 2 in my re-election. And the last thing that they did was,
That appears
well,
the
it's
tape
the
broke.
entire reason
The
why.
table's broken.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. We can.
Anyways, the last thing that they did is the entire reason of why I'm Deputy White House Chief of Staff right now, okay? They came up with this entirely convoluted and complicated plan to get me out of the Senate. What they were going to do was, step 1, have the White House Chief of Staff DM me, saying that he was going to make me a Deputy White House Chief of Staff. Step 2, I accept the position. Step 3, Ralph appoints some random puppet they came up with to the Senate. And step 3, they go with the plan that they had been originally plotting from the start, which is the entire reason why we are doing this report, expelling Senator Reichel. So, they go through all of this. Why? I don't know. I mean, you're giving me
You could just do the
Deputy White House.
Just do the expulsion. If they really wanted to expel somebody, they said they expelled him for inactivity.
For being inactive. Yeah.
The thing is, if you're wondering what happened, I just got rid of the desk.
Oh boy. Okay. Continue talking.
So, anyways, so they just they disliked you that much.
Yeah, and here's the real kicker. Okay, everyone knows I have bigger ambitions in NUSA, aside from being a senator or deputy White House chief of staff.
Let me guess, you plan to run for president in the distant future?
I haven't announced it yet, but like, yeah. I'm not announcing it. This is not an announcement, okay?
This is not the next election, right?
No. It's not an announcement, but yeah, I've had bigger ambitions in NUSA. This is an amazing stepping stone towards those ambitions. So to all the senators watching this who gave me this job, thank you. You're bringing me one step closer to my dream. But yeah, honesty, I don't get why they did that. They wanted to make me Deputy White House Chief of Staff, so I was out of the Senate. But now they have absolutely no control over me because I'm in a completely different branch of government. The only hope now is if they get Ralph to fire me, but I've been working very closely with him when I got here, so that's not really going to happen. So yeah, I don't get it. Okay, I really don't.
Why were some of these in Senate? Why were some of these people expelled?
Inactivity, and also because they were plutocrats. Okay, the only one that actually got expelled was Vikerwave, but another person was being threatened to expel. It was Beige Pie. I can't pronounce that name, but it was another senator who was completely inactive that Senate Minority Leader JSJS tried expelling him.
Okay, yeah, he was also very inactive. He was a constitutionalist, right?
Yes, he was a constitutionalist. And of course, that expulsion fails. Why? Well, because he's a constitutionalist. The Constitutionalist Party obviously is not going to expel one of their own. That's just not who they are. They're incredibly corrupt. They're going to expel every other plutocrat in the Senate except for themselves, even if he was completely inactive. Another senator that's inactive that could be expelled is Bolt, but he's a constitutionalist, so that's never going to go out.
Okay, so really just to make sure you aren't being extremely hypocritical here, did you expel anybody did you vote to expel anybody during your term as senator?
No, nobody was ever expelled during my term of senator. Okay,
You didn't try to expel anybody. Okay.
No.
Didn't you vote? I thought you voted to expel Mason Rockefeller.
No. I kind of went inactive at that time.
Okay.
Not really doing much. I think that was still when I was getting comfortable with my seat in the first month.
Okay. But really. So you're saying really that there's corruption. What other examples do you have of the corruption here?
Oh man, there's way too much. But
okay.
let me start with the major senators that are corrupt. Okay, mainly 2_4 and Cylinder, also known as Shark. They are the two most corrupt senators in Noosa, probably two of the most corrupt people in Noosa, and are just completely bad at doing everything. Honestly, okay? Let me start with Cylinder. The first thing he did, he came to me one day a while back and was like, "Hey Watson, I have a 4D chess plan of how I'm going to conquer the minority party in the Senate." Okay? So what he wanted me to do was basically caucus plutocrat along with him in time for Senate minority elections. Then, when they did roll around, he wanted me to vote for him for Senate minority elections. Like, dude, that's just unrealistic.
So he wanted to kind of make you two caucus plutocrats so you can like destroy them from within or something. Undermine him from within.
Yep. Get rid of them from within.
I think maybe you should actually focus on making your own party do better. Like maybe pass good legislation. Because you,
Thank you.
I remember you tried to repeal the SIVA, right?
Christian Islamic Violence Act. Yes, everybody hated that. So I'm like, okay, I'll repeal it. That failed with flying colors. You wouldn't believe it.
The consts failed that. This homophobic law, the Constitutionalist Party failed that.
Yep. They passed a homophobic law, and then when I tried to get rid of it, they failed it. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're homophobic. Maybe not. I really don't know. Probably not. Maybe been an overstatement. But I don't know.
And you also tried to replace the Pride Act, right?
Yes, I tried that too. They failed it miserably and
Okay,
horribly.
and I also remember correctly, you were saying that, the minority leader was once, was once ejected for calling someone a noob.
Oh yeah, that too. Yes, the Senate,
How
they ejected
often?
them immediately.
How often do these people get ejected?
More than you think. Way more than you
So,
think.
like,
Anybody who
majority of
opposes them
sessions.
gets ejected.
So they're ejecting senators for little to no reason?
Yep, pretty much. If you go against the politics, they're gonna eject you and they're gonna expel you and they're gonna get rid of you. That's just how the party goes. Honestly,
Stay
it's
in
not what the party should be doing right now, but
Stay in line.
yeah.
I now have a statement from our own correspondent, Newbie Nooboof 12. I am Newbie. I was a proxy of the recently expelled Senator Microwave. I was out of session last night. Everything was normal. What happened, however, was the first glimpse at the Const's attempts to shut down the minority leader. He was expelled from the session for calling a fellow senator a noob, which isn't a bad insult. However, the Const decided to gang up on them and expel them. They find little things that aren't bad and turn them into an excuse to silence those who do not side with them. All nominations were blanket passed. What I witnessed I was just that our democracy is failing. I pictured Armin controlling the Consts like puppets, like androids falling onto the rule of their master. Constitutionalist leadership has fallen into despair.
Okay, let me comment on it really quickly. Armin is not in charge of the Senate. That's 2_4 and Cylinder. They are in charge of the Senate. Mainly 2_4. It's hard to find the corruption in them unless you're actually there in the Senate, but they are the big puppet.
Mr. George Rockefeller, change your outfit. That is not.
Okay.
No. Oh, there he goes.
Anyways, 2_4 is the major puppet master controlling the Senate, okay? They are the person going to all of the constitutionalists saying, vote this way, vote that way, do this, do that, and in return, I'll give you a spot in the committee. That's just stupid. He's completely removing their entire views and opinions from the aspect of this. It's just following orders and commanding orders. It's ridiculous, honestly.
Okay, but, what else, what other, so what else is kind of happening, really, regarding the corruption? And, can you just start going on and listing all these pieces of all this corruption?
I'd be more than happy to, okay? So, another one with Cylinder, okay? Back a while back, when we were passing some legislation, back when Congress was actually doing its job, not or not, but Cylinder, he wanted to fail his own bill that he wrote, okay? Why? Because he got into a fight with the guy who wrote it. It's ridiculous, honestly. It was honestly, I forget what the bill was, but it was a pretty good bill. It's going to fix a major problem. And then he
What was that
decided,
problem?
you know what? The details are shady. I honestly forgot a lot
Okay,
of it. But yeah, he failed his
do you
own
mean
bill.
by-
Because he got into a fight.
what do you, mean by shady? What were these details? What are these shady details we're talking about here?
What I mean by that is I can't really remember it.
Okay, you just
All
can't
I know
remember it? Okay, but,
Yes.
So, also, you were, you didn't always fall in line with the Constitutionalists. You were very moderate, and they didn't like you for that.
That's correct.
So they made you White House Chief of Staff, and now now they don't have any control over you.
No, yeah, that's exactly
Very smart
correct.
play. Very, very smart play.
Couldn't agree more. You know what? To all the constitutionalist senators watching this right now, a round of applause to you. Greatest move you have ever made in the history of this community.
Okay, the Constitutionalists, they aren't all bad. Is this is this all most senators, or is this a
Just,
senator
it's
that are actually
oh boy.
fine?
Most of them are puppets, okay? Literally everyone else that isn't 200-4 or Cylinder and part of the political elite is just a puppet, okay? I could tell you every single senator that's a puppet. Let me start right now.
George,
What's his
please
face?
move.
Nutella.
Sit down.
Senator Nutella, Senator Bolt, who else is there? Let me pull up the records right now.
Are these guys puppets, or are these citizens?
Fantasy, a con artist, Michael D. Harrison, Value
These are the
Wise,
ones that just
tactical
happen not to be
developer.
constantly expelling people, right?
Yeah, honestly.
So, next up, do you think... I just wanted to go to the second, you're a senator, Gauguin Pierre is president of the Senate, so, how active has Gauguin been in the Senate? Because I haven't seen much activity from him elsewhere. How active... I'm just gonna go off topic for a second.
I'm gonna put this bluntly. I don't think he's been very active. Okay, I don't want to mean anything wrong, but it's just what I see it.
Yeah,
No,
I've been seeing the same thing. Yeah, he has not been very active at all.
yeah. I don't know if he's doing behind the scenes work or something that we just can't see, but from right now, what I see
If
within the
you're gonna
government,
be the
I
vice
don't see a lot
president,
of
you
movement.
need to be able to say I don't. The last time he said something in government updates was 27 days ago on April Fool's. I swear that was like the first time in the term. It was
Yeah,
he began it was that you remember Ralph's April Fool's prank, right?
yeah, I
Doing
remember
that
that.
government purge.
Yep,
Was the Senate?
remember
What was
that.
going on just quickly? What was going on behind the scenes in the Senate during that chaos?
Honestly, we all kind of knew it was an April Fool's joke, but it wasn't April 1st, so some of us thought it was real, others were optimistic. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. So yeah, that, we all kind of knew it could have been real, but it could have been
And
fake.
what bills have the constitutionalists prevented from passing what bills have the constitutionalists been passing? Really, what bills were recently passed, and if they're
Honestly, when we look in the Senate agenda, the last actual bill that was passed by the Senate was the 6th, April 6th. That was the last bill that they ever passed. Other than that, there really hasn't been much that senators have been writing. Most of them are just House bills from now, so yeah,
okay, most
clearly
of the
they're not being.
bills are coming in from the House.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Actually, all of the bills are coming in from the House. The past 2 sessions that the Senate had absolutely 0 legislation items because nobody has been writing bills in the Senate.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how corrupt is this?
10. No, 11. No, 1,000.
Very
Numbers
corrupt.
cannot even
You're saying
describe how
very corrupt. Like,
people. Yes,
have there been any
like
other
levels we've never seen before.
Would you be surprised if other constitutionalist senators get non-constitutionalist senators get expelled in the coming days?
Not at all. I would not be surprised at all.
Would you say that?
Honestly, this is
Would you say that the Senate is acting authoritarian?
definitely, absolutely, they are acting authoritarian. Are you kidding me? With the way things have been going, my God, it's ridiculous, undescribable. They are the most corrupt people in the entire government right now. They're even more corrupt than the GOP party, the party that we have set out to destroy. They have
Party that
become the
you ended up
corruptors.
no, you destroyed them. I think.
Yes, we
For
took
now,
out the
at
GOP
least, I
party.
think they I don't know. They do have they have made a small gain in the House. Like, they've held a record number of seats recently. By that I mean seats since the scandal.
Yeah.
Most seats post-scandal. Still not
Yeah.
much, though.
Nope. It's really incredible. Like,
Do you think
we've been informed.
the constitutionalists, you know, their power trip, do you think that could be coming to an end?
Nope. Not anytime soon. Not unless the plutocrats start gaining seats in the Senate. Then they are going to continue to be corrupt until Noosa dies or until we have a new president. But yeah, they are going to do it because, well, they can do it. It's who they are.
Okay.
They got rid of the Vinix and the GOP party, and so now, well, they're going to replace them because they have nothing better to do.
Rockefeller drip. Okay, so, what really, how many people can you expect to, how many people get ejected in an average session?
Usually it's about one, and usually it's only Senate Minority Leader JSJS. That's usually all it is.
I thought the minority
really
leader was Lucky Vinek. No, I think he's in the House.
He's in the House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know,
it's so it's always the minority leader who's ejected.
Always. It's really never anybody else that's ejected. I really can't remember the last time a
This is an insult
constitutionalist
to those
was
who
ejected.
elected him. Like,
I know. It is. Honestly. And oh man. Get this. I made a joke a while back that Noosa was going to be going to a one-party system, and that party was going to be the Constitutionalist Party. I'm starting to think that that may not have been a joke, but an actual prediction about the future of Noosa. Honestly.
that's how you feel.
Like, I can't. Yeah.
Has anybody tried to do anything about it?
Well, no. The only person that's been trying to do anything about it was JSJS, and me going in public about all this and telling people about it and trying to spread the message. Other than that, no, nobody's been doing anything about it. Why? Well, because anyone that isn't, like I said before, anyone that isn't 2_4 or Cylinder, they're just a puppet. They will be literally nothing more than a puppet in the Senate. And that's all they ever will be. I don't know if it's because they're scared of them or it's because they want more power, but honestly. Oh, yeah. uh, so, honestly, this is just stupid. Very stupid. It is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in my entire time in Noosa. More ridiculous than Arnie's major corruption event. Really, more ridiculous than this. Like, what are we doing, people? Honestly, we are suppressing our political opponents. We are ignoring the American people and their needs. And we are literally not even doing our jobs anymore. We're just, how do I put this nicely? Without, you know what? Screw it. We are just playing with ourselves, pissing all over our pride. Excuse my French, but it's true. Senate is extremely corrupt and it needs to stop. How is it going to stop? Well, maybe stop voting for them. Maybe stop voting for constitutionalists. Really. For the first time in my whole time being in Noosa and my whole time of being part of the Constitutionalist Party, Senate Class 3 elections, don't vote constitutionalists. Vote for plutocrats. You know why? Because it is going to limit the amount of puppets that actually goes into the Senate. And, well, at this point, that's better than anything else that's going on right now. It really is. Honestly. And
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say something real quick. You just stayed in the Senate even after that Deputy White House Chief of Staff job offer. Why? I think it would be a very they would probably be like, oh come on, that would probably be.
After tonight, they are definitely gonna hate me. Okay? Now let me. Oh boy.
Imagine
I
if
want to
we
get
did that, though.
into for a second.
Would they try
I-
to? Do you think they'd try to expel you?
They probably would, but you know what? I just have Ralph reappoint me. That's what I do.
Yeah, I think I think them ejecting another constitutionalist senator because he doesn't always fall in line is kind of a very bad look for the party.
It is. It very much is. But I want to get into for a second the Senate's relationship with Ralph. Okay, it's been made clear that they are, well, simping for Ralph, and that they are praising him like he's a sort of god that has ascended
No, fact
from the
checked.
heavens
Fact
into the
checked. They're simping
community.
for tea soups.
That as well. Yeah, they praise him like a god that's descended onto the community that's going to save us from the apocalypse. Like, come on. His administration is not that good, okay? It's doing fine. DC activity has been on the rise, primarily to other events that have been going on in Noosa. He's
You're
doing
just saying
fine.
that they can do better.
Yeah, they can do better. There's definitely room for improvement, but in its current state, it's not horrible. It could definitely be worse, but it could also be better. Now, I feel like I'm contradicting myself here with a lot of what has been going on. Okay, just bear with me for a second, okay? And I am going to send you something, okay?
Okay.
Right now, in DMs, okay? From the Senate Jagatro, okay? I feel like I'm I can't talk.
I remember
Contradicting.
recently the Senate Jaga
Yeah.
committee voted to investigate Ralph Foley for something.
That's what I wanted to get into. I
Okay,
feel like
what?
I'm contradicting myself because of that. Let me send you the
Yeah,
troll
okay,
link.
what? Why
Right,
were they
yep.
investigating him again? I kind of forgot.
They got mad that he shut down FPS, DVA, and all that stuff. They
Oh,
almost
yeah,
shut
I
down
would
their
actually, I kind of agree with that one there.
Yeah. Feel like I'm contradicting myself with that, but you know what? They're still
The
gonna simp for
investigation
him.
will last 7 weeks.
Yep,
It
up,
reports
John.
their findings
Someone
in
else
no
is
more
here.
than 7 weeks, and John of Doom joined the call. John,
Hello.
wanna say hello?
But as I was saying,
Oh, he's not gonna talk.
okay, yeah. Ralph, look out, man. I don't think they're gonna be simping for you for much longer. If you're watching this, definitely be on the lookout for that. All right. That's just about the end of my rant. Nothing else I really have to say.
Okay, so, George? George. Okay, never mind. So there is, much. So you're saying there's a lot of corruption, and now I want to ask to you, what can the American people do to fight it?
Stop electing these people into offices. That's the biggest and the most effective way that we can stop this. In the
Just
next Senate
vote
election,
anyone other that's not a constitutionalist, or a constitutionalist who's not a puppet.
yes, vote plutocrat. Okay, they are not going to be
Or
constitutionalists.
independent. Maybe not GOP, because I know you're a big constitutionalist guy. I'm not saying don't vote GOP, because I have to be I'm trying to be very careful here so I don't sound biased, and I think I'm a bit too late on that. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Vote GOP. Okay, they're not gonna have any real seats in the Senate. even if they do, it's going to be like 1 or 2. They're not going to have anything to really do. They're still going to be in the minority, but maybe their minority can align with the plutocrat minority and actually fight off the constitutionalists for once.
Or you could vote for Constitutionalist Junior, the Democrats.
Oh, the radical left. Oh, man.
So that
Why not? Even that's going to be better than the constitutionalists right now.
They're Constitutionalists too. Electric Boogaloo.
Indeed, and the constitutionalists, they're the GOP too. Honestly.
You forgot the Electric Boogaloo?
I am not saying electric boogaloo on stream.
No,
Oh,
you gotta say it.
I just did just now.
Say it.
No.
Okay, fine. George, what do you have to say about the situation?
thing
Can't really hear you, Georgia. George has been having some mic issues.
situations.
Okay, I don't think it's working. So, George is saying the situation sucks. That's all I have to say. So, what do you think the Senate's gonna do next? What are you still in any of the group chats, or can I have the
Nope.
inside scoop on what's been going on inside the Senate behind the scenes? How had the constitutionalists been caring? It's like you're in a I've heard in the past they've been making plans on instructing people how to vote on certain bills, not allowing the senators we elected to represent us. They are making them represent the party instead of the American people who elected them.
Those are no longer plans. Those are being put in action right now as we speak. Like I said, they've been puppeting literally anyone that isn't 2_4 cylinder. As I said again, everyone that is not those 2 people is a puppet. Literally everyone. A con artist, Fantasuit, Bolt, tactical developer, Nudia, I can't pronounce that value-wise, Beige Pile, Coaster Breeze, they're all puppets. All of them.
What do
So
you
yeah,
think?
they
Do
are.
you think Ralph should denounce this and actually tell the Senate, because the Senate, he's probably the only person who can make the constitutionalists majority stop these corrupt activities. Do you think he can do anything?
He doesn't have the power. They're too into it. It's too far deep. It's
Well,
already gone too far.
As you
He
said
can't do
earlier,
anything.
they really like Ralph, so they might just listen.
I don't think they're gonna listen. I think that if Ralph goes against them, he's gonna lose all the support that he has from them.
Okay.
That's just me being honest. So yeah, even if he did go against them, they would completely ignore him. We're too far deep into this. They're so full of themselves and have already puppeted literally the entire Senate and have gotten so much power and so much corruption put into this. There's no going back. They are never going to go back on this unless we get them out of office.
Okay, so you're... So they really have this, what we're getting is that they really have a double standard for constitutionalists and non-constitutionalist senators. Constitutionalists can get away with whatever they want, and non-constitutionalists can get removed from the Senate for the same thing. A Senate, a position that they were elected to by the American people. And maybe at this point we shouldn't even give other senators the ability to remove other senators and just make it so make it a referendum at this point.
Yeah, we could do that. Problem
They won't
is,
let
they
that
would just
pass. They're just gonna let it. They're just gonna kill that
yeah,
bill
then
or
I know.
constitutional amendment immediately. So so they're just gonna if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna take action via legislation, they're just gonna block that legislation.
Yep. Like I said before, stop electing them. That is the easiest and simplest and cleanest way to get rid of this. Just don't vote constitutionalist. That is the best way to get rid of them.
Anyways, we've been streaming for a while now, and we're gonna end the stream now. For FTN News, I'm Great Jakers 1113, and alongside my co-anchor tonight, Rotten5. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Good night.